RBR, let's go.
Making a dashboard for a Bronco, cut the hole for radio, cut all the holes for the knobs, gotta cut the little notches for this one, so this will sit flush and you can actually put an ignition switch in it. AC controls right here from the vintage air. One of them's the headlights, one of them you see windshield wipers. Now, Eric made a template, you get close enough, measure it off of that, make holes. I mean, it comes with this, comes with that. These were built to clear the roll cage when the roll cage went straight through, and now we did something completely different. The roll cage now mounts to the inside of the top, so it doesn't get in the way of the glove box anymore. The broach kit here, that makes sorts of fancy holes. Instead of using a drill bit, making a mess, it cuts a nice circle. Quality tools, and try not to use the cheap stuff, because then sometimes you get interesting results. And other than that, pretty simple, making holes.
Picking up from where we left off last week, working on the 1967 Marina Beluga that has all the stuff we're preparing ahead of time so that when we start to assemble, we have everything. Starting to assemble the headlight, as we do here at RBR, everything is done 100%, so I sandblasted the pivots. All the hardware and everything is all brand new. The headlight buckets will sit in here, it'll adjust perfectly. This is what it'll look like when all said and done. So pretty soon you'll see it on the car. This got painted last week, preliminary polish, because after I finish it, then it goes on the car and then it gets final polished. See you next time.
Hey, my name is Adam from RBR. Just doing repairs on aftermarket lights and adding 2 lights on the side of the fender. Pulling out the wheel skirts, running the wires, doing it as cleanly as possible. And I use multiple tools on every job. Yeah, snap onto the best. That's about it.
What's up, guys? It's Tom from RBR. Worked on the chassis for this 1975 Bronco build that we're doing here. Just finished getting everything mocked up. Now I have it all broken back down so I can grease everything, torque everything, Loctite everything, make sure everything is tight and ready to go down the road. So we got the custom wood brake set up here. This was a real interesting one because usually what we do is we use factory disc knuckles on these trucks, but we're all out of those and they don't make any more. So we have to use factory drum knuckles. We made it work and it's gonna look great. The hardest part definitely had to be hitting the right spindles. So these guys right here, they're discontinued. I spent 2.5 hours of my own time researching on the internet, finding these things and getting them here for the customer. That's what we do. Hey guys, I'll catch you next time.
Brett, wake the fuck up!
Hey, break over. There, welcome back to another edition of the 87 Jeep. Today we are putting on the Bushwhacker fender flares. We had to make some adjustments to the gas cap door, off the corner of it so the flares fit. Put in some nutsert. The bolts, we'll bolt them up tomorrow morning, tune up the bodywork and make sure everything is 100%. To that, then we're going to get this baby ready for paint. Both sides had to cut it back so that the flares fit in there. Pretty much it, just a little metal work, and we're just sanding away. Sanding and sanding. By the end of the week, probably give it a nice coat of primer and get it ready for paint. So with these fender flares, they would cover right over the gas door, trimmed it away, made it fit right up to the edge. Once it gets bolted up there, it looks really nice and all the lines are straight. We're gonna fine tune it even more. It's gonna get a gasket that goes in between the body and the fender flare. That'll help it when it's in the sunshine and the flare heats up and expands to be able to move a tiny bit. That gasket's not gonna chew up the paint. It'll be nice and high tech.
On the 64 C10, getting to the final nitty gritty on this. The front grille area and bumper area we got to do still. The rest of the hood, then this thing's gonna go in for spray poly. Gonna get it ready for paint after that. We had a couple of welds we had to do in here. Take everything down to bare metal. We start with a good foundation, work our way up. There's a lot of spots they didn't weld, but we take it all down, fix it, build it back up, and we know when it goes down the road, we don't have to worry about it. The hood we had to modify. These hinges, they step down. It's hard to see with the pistons in a way, but whoever installed it prior to us didn't do it the right way, and the hood was sticking up about an inch from the cowl, so it didn't line up with anything. So what I did was I disconnected the hood, the hinges, moved the hinges down that inch. Now everything lines up perfect. We're gonna make some panels that go in here to cover the skeleton. We're gonna roll some metal, put that in there, make it nice and neat. Get this thing painted and down the road. Peace.